Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Simeon flushed out right. And some room to roam now. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Booker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, here's Simeon. And he's got Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green.
Now Simeon. Hauled in by Anderson left side. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
This one fielded at the 5. Able to spin free. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Carr now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now let's go.
Throwing again is Simeon. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And this one's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Booker on the counter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon, and he'll get it up 14-yard line. Now Carr throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, 11. K.D. Cannon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw, Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. On play action, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Jackson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Simeon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And now running right through it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
From the end zone, Simeon. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be taken very short. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Simeon. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Simeon throwing again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. A final shot before break. Dixon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Simeon. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now let's go.
To throw on second is Simeon. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Simeon going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On the run, this is Jackson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 10, Simeon looking long for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Simeon. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run again with Jackson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight here right, tight here right. All right, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
All right, here we go.
From the 50, it's Simeon. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's Simeon. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Throwing again is Simeon. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now it's Simeon, escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Simeon sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Carr now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Carr. And this is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. As they run left side. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Carr to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Off the fake to Booker at Simeon. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes, right side. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. They've come together, how to plan it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, Simeon buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Tyler Lockett now with a return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And tough starting field position here. To throw now in its own end zone. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to wind up in air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Janikowski now for the point after. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside line. Backer position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.